on there, then you can look back and reminisce with the videos. Like, oh man. Okay. Oh, this is my joke for today. Anyways, just a joke. Don't get all sad. Nitish has $5,000 he would like to invest. He looks around and invests into a GIC. The interest rate offers are as follows. So you will usually see that the higher the term that you're locking in for, the higher the interest rate. Okay? So they like it when you lock it in because they can take that money and lend it to other people in the meantime, right? That's what they do. Banks they basically take money that people save and they lend it out to others. And they earn interest, they pay interest, that difference is theirs, okay? All rates are compounded quarterly. So calculate the investment after 5 years. So that means that we have to go with this GIC right here. Part of your work is to always show this, okay? If you're gonna just give me an answer, you're not gonna get full marks. The province will not give you full marks if you don't have all of these listed, okay? So compounded is quarterly. You know, I told you to start from the bottom. Maybe it's a good idea to, sure, compounding is usually the easiest to fill in, but ask yourself, payment, is there a regular contribution after the 5,000? And the answer is no, okay? So if that is zero, you know that these two are going to be the same. Okay? So there we go. If that's zero, then both of these are the same. So maybe we should start with the payment. Maybe that's better for you, okay? I've done this so many times that for me, I just plug in and go, right? And then I adjust as I read. It says the future value, it wants that. So this is gonna be my unknown. On the calculator, I put in a 0 temporarily. Like I just put in a 0 until I come back and solve for it. Present value, it has to be negative because it's leaving your pocket, it's going to the bank. The interest rate is 4.5. Don't turn it into a decimal. And it's 5 years. We are given the time in years. We multiply it by PY. I would like to see that you're multiplying because that shows us how you got that number. Okay? So now we solve. I grab my calculator. You should also do that because what follows after is going to be based on TVM. So apps, finance, TVM, that's 20. Did I show you, right? You can go 5 times 4. You can type that in.
Do we always have to put the dot beside the one we're solving?
As long as you circle it, that's fine. So as long as you indicate your final answer, as long as you show that, that's fine. Negative 5,000, 0, what we're solving, 4 and 4, right? That's perfect. We go to future value, alpha, enter. And if you want to just have your answer here, make sure you have a dollar sign. So that's my answer, and it has a dollar sign. That's the one they care for. If you make one mistake, half a mark off. If you make another mistake, another half off. More than that, you lose basically all marks. So there's quite a bit of leeway. If you make a mistake, you still earn a significant amount of marks. Just show us how you're doing that, okay? Are we good so far? Okay. Calculate the interest earned over 5 years. I really like this function. It just gives me the interest just like that. If it's all of the interest, folks, watch the pattern. It's going to be from the first to the... If you want all of it, just go look at what n is. And that's what's going to go in here, right? So it's 1 to 20. However, a lot of you maybe need some help with the, how do you even get it? You need to quit this screen. You leave everything as is. You need to have it solved because sum of interest is going to base the answer on this, what's in here. So you go second mode, you quit, you go to your home screen. Then you go back to apps, you go finance, and you got to go all the way down to sum of interest. You select that one. hit enter. You have that on the screen. You go 1 comma 20, and there you go. Okay, so it's 1,253.75. I don't think it's too hard to see anyways. If you look at your numbers, if there's no payment happening, the interest is very easily recognized. So technically you can do, you can solve it in many different ways. Yeah. This is your interest. The other formula, I gave you a formula, right? It's future value minus present value minus n times PMT. Except for PMT is 0, so this is basically gone. So your interest will just be future value minus present value, right? If you use the formula, that's going to give you the answer as well. So I'm not going to use it because I like efficiency. Okay, anyways. Nitish would like to know how much of his investment will be, worth after the first 3 years. So it's a 5-year investment, but you want to know after the first 3, where are we at? Determine the value. I use this function, balance. It wants the years times whatever your PY is in this case. So I go balance, 3 times 4, so it's balance 12. Okay? You go apps, finance, go to balance, 12. Oh, it's negative. That must be wrong. Think about it. You're asking for the balance. Who has the money in the meantime? The bank, right? It's not with you, it's with them. So it's okay to have a negative answer. Do I need to copy this down, Mr. Dirksen? No, I don't. So 5,700. Okay. Question? You need to show us this. You don't have to do all of this, no. You use the TVM? Okay. So you brought it up, so are you ready for the long answer? Okay, so what, Sean, I think what you did, stop me if I'm wrong. Sean went 3 times 4, because it's 3 years. And then you went and solved for future value. If you do that, you have to show us all of this. Yeah. So you pick your poison. Yeah. But you can't just come up with it. Like, then you're not going to get full marks. And it's usually determine/calculate means work needs to happen. If it just says state, then no work needs to happen. Yeah.
Would it be okay to put n equals 12?
Like just n? I have to say that the province wouldn't accept it.
No, and then afterwards the future value.
Yeah, unfortunately they want, if you use the TVM solver, all of the things need to be there.
Yeah.
But it's a valid method. Yeah, it's a valid method of solving. I appreciate you trying that. Yeah, and maybe some others tried it too. No problem. Okay? Give one advantage and one disadvantage of choosing to invest into a GIC. What's an advantage? It's relatively safe. Yes, I'm just gonna go short and sweet here, okay? I want you to, it's a relatively safe investment. What about disadvantage? You can't withdraw early, exactly, it's locked in. What's another disadvantage? Lower returns, yeah. In general, lower compared to the stock market. So, yeah. So wouldn't be a good idea to do a 5-year GIC if you're retiring in a year, right? You're like, wait a minute, I need the money, now it's locked in for 5 years. So now you shot yourself in the foot. If you have a little bit of extra money, sure, do it, but you need to make sure you have enough money left over. You can also not contribute along the way. That's another thing about GIC. You can't keep putting money into it. It's just that one-time deal. You sign for 5 years, for 4 years, 3, whatever. you're locked in, okay? Next, Jed is 18 years old. He sold his car for $8,000. Decides to invest the money from the sale into a TFSA. There's the interest rate, the compounding periods. Since he works, he would also make bi-weekly contributions, so regular deposits, right? So PMT is not going to be zero here. You're either going to have to solve for it, or you're just going to be given it, okay? The goal is to save $30,000 by the time he turns 25 to purchase a house. So what I'm going to do here right away is I'm going to figure out my time. 25 minus 18, that's 7 years. I'm going to do that on the side, and then I'm going to show all my work. Okay, I'm going to start with PMT. We know that PMT isn't going to be zero. It says calculate the amount of regular deposits, right? Calculate this. So this is going to be my unknown, my dot. And I know I'm making 26 biweekly payments. What's my compounding period? Semi-monthly means, well, how many a year? 24. Make sure you have that on your study sheet. So it's a little off, but it makes a big difference in your work. You want 30 grand at the end. That's your future value. That's what you hope to have, positive or negative. In the future, it's ready to be taken out. It's coming to you. In the beginning, our present value is negative 8,000. Our interest rate is 6.75. N is 7 times whatever PY is. Where's my key? I lost my place here now. 360, right? No. 182. It's like bingo. One of these days I'm getting it right. Okay. 182. I'm going to use my calculator, fill that all in. 7 times 26, 6.75, negative 8,000, 30,000, 26, and 24. Watch out for the difference, right? Alpha, enter, and there it is, my biweekly payment. It's $73.95 every 2 weeks. Circle it, statement, however you do it, just make sure you clearly indicate the final answer. That's how you're going to achieve the goal, okay? How much interest will he have earned by the time he reaches his goal? In this case, I will most definitely suggest using sum of interest. I'm going to go from the very beginning to the very end. So n equals to 1 and n equals to 182 from start to finish. You quit your screen, but now that I've used it, guys, now that I've used it, I'm just going to go copy paste. Okay, no need to redo the whole thing. I paste it, and I'm just going to overwrite it with 182. Use your arrows, go over it, and then overwrite it, and there's your interest. 8,540 and 81 cents. Does it make sense that it's positive? Who gets this money? You. Right? So it's positive. It's coming to you. It should be positive. How much did Jed contribute? How much is, what do we call principal? Principal is N, sorry, I think I gave you this, right? PV plus N times PMT, is that what I gave you? Or did I flip it the other way? It doesn't really matter. It's just these two added up. So don't use the signs here, just use the values, right? 8,000 plus 182 payments of $73.95. That amounts to $21,458.90. This is your final answer. So what is this saying, folks? I need you to understand that out of the 30 grand, right, the 30 grand that you accumulated, out of that money, you put in this much from your own pocket, and the bank put in this much, right? So these two components add up to your future value. Does that make sense? Interest, your money combined achieved that goal of 30 grand. Yeah. Yes. Is it a little bit off? Let me see. I think I did both. It's 85, 41, 10. Yeah. So if you use the formula here instead of the sum of interest, it's because the sum of interest uses all decimals. It's fine. Yeah. That's a good question. As long as you show your work, you're going to be totally fine. Okay? Doing either one. That's a good point. I didn't mention that. And now the rate of return. Rate of return is essentially the interest, how much you've gained, divided by how much you've put in. That's always what the rate of return is. I already know my interest. I already know what I've put in. And I multiply that by 100. This gives me 39.80%. Yeah. C? You got a different answer? For here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think what the province would have done there. I don't think we would have taken marks off. But when there's an A, B, and C, okay, if you want to use something from a previous answer, use the rounded answer if it's A, B, C. If this had been just one gigantic question, then it's okay to use more. Yeah. I don't think I would have taken marks off. We're good? It's not, yeah, it's finances. It's kind of like, what? Somebody else is going to do this decision for me, maybe. But I don't want you to be there. I want you